What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel and welcome to this awesome adventure. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Help me reach my goal of 1,000 by the end of the year. And be sure to hit that like button, sit back and get ready for this amazing time. I am out here in Carrizo Canyon, Baca County, Colorado. So something that I haven't really experienced too much of in my life is petroglyphs. I guess Colorado has quite a few of them. Lots of locations to check out different petroglyphs. So I decided to come out to Carrizo Canyon picnic grounds. I camped out here last night. Not very much activity out here. I've been here for, I don't know, 14, 16 hours, something like that, and I haven't seen another car. I haven't heard another car since I've been here. That's pretty wild. We're just gonna hang out. I've got a long weekend. Was lucky enough to have a couple extra days off this week, and I wasn't about to just sit around and not take advantage of that, that's for sure. All right, well, let's get on the trail and let's see what we can't come across. Please sign the trail register. I already did, however, I'd like to add a comment. All right, well, once you're a little over 1/10 of a mile in, you got a little, oh, Jesus, that is so sketchy. You got a little river crossing. Here's my footsteps from before. I was wearing Crocs then. What you're looking for are all these trails that just zip off. Yeah, I definitely went up this one. So it's really not that bad of a climb. It's more like walking up stairs. Oh gosh. We'll start with the view. So you're just overlooking the river is down here. Carrizo River. And then just a beautiful view. My car is just beyond the trees wherever. Okay. So this, oh geez. This is so amazing. This was my first views of a petroglyph. I looked up and all I saw originally was the reindeer, or deer in general. And look at that. And I think it's fun to interpret some of these. I'm not going to touch any of it. But this is what I would say is obviously a deer. But what's with the monkey tail on him? You got another guy here. Looks like an antelope because it looks like it just has two spikes coming up. And I think that's an easy give. Then we come up farther. Maybe another antelope. I'm not really too sure, but I'm gonna go with coyote almost. It's hard to say, but I'm saying that's his nose and then two pointy ears. It's a weird one. A little guy here, maybe antelope or a spike buck or something. Another deer. Totally incredible. And then when you pan over, there's just this whole mural. The deer up here, and then obviously it just pans down. I mean, I don't know what's going on with that. Another deer or something, and maybe that was something at one time too. But then it gets even more in depth, and I'm gonna try not to make this too terribly long, but I do want to show pretty much every single one that I've come across, and I've got a story for underneath that turtle. And something that needs to be noted is the longer you stare, the more you see. And then you just make your way back the trail, following your footsteps, and you move on to the next spot. Okay. Oh, this is probably, okay, that's probably part of the map. We're gonna slip around. I did skip some, and I did that on purpose, but you probably didn't see it on camera. So I came here and it just dead ends. So you pan around it didn't seem like much. But then you look closer, it's like a bighorn sheep. He got his horns, and then his butt comes out here. Try to get the different angle on it. It's just so amazing out here. So then we'll just head right back around the corner. We followed our footsteps, and when you're coming in, you should be able to see this, the turtle on the wall. And this is where it gets interesting. So that, oh yeah, I think I could see it on the camera. You've got his tail, or spine to tail, and then the circle around him is definitely evident. And then his head, it almost looks chalky, like someone ruined it, but his head is similar to the deer antlers, I would say. But then when you look around, you have the deer antlers here, but you pretty much think that that's it. And then you scroll back, there's some deer antlers here, hard to see. I thought that there was something out here. Then you go farther down, and we're talking a foot above, 18 inches above the ground. Another bighorn sheep. You go farther in the cave, there's a deer, some squigglies, maybe that's supposed to be a rattlesnake. Another deer right here. So they probably curled up in here to stay out of the rain or the snow or whatever, and probably chiseled away to pass the time. I mean, they're even as low as here. There's one here, so they chiseled right in here, right up there. Oh wow, this is nuts. It almost tells the story of why they got etched in there. To me, it's obvious that for some reason someone was laying right in that spot to have carved them there. And to take the time to do that, I can only assume that they were bored. So, I don't know. That's how I depict that whole situation though. They're awesome. I think they're incredible. I think they look great. And now we're back. It wasn't too bad. Even exploring all that stuff, it's still only, like what, 30 minutes of a hike. So that's pretty cool. And then they do have the boardwalk. Probably time to update all this, but it is still legible. Archaeologists think these petroglyphs were created during the late prehistoric stage, 100 to 1450 AD. It's pretty wild. A little more history. I'll leave all this, but I'm not gonna sit here and read it to you. I do think it's probably legible. It's very peaceful. All right, well, only about, I don't know, 20-30 miles away is Picture Canyon. You take Road M down to Road 18, and then you find Picture Canyon. And that's where we're going to start the next leg of this journey. Yeah, that was a pretty quick and easy drive, that's for sure. Snow-covered cliff without snow covering it. This is already pretty cool. I'm liking this a lot. Uh-oh. I almost locked myself out of my own dang car. So anyways, yeah, we're gonna check out the facilities, check out the map, see what this place has to offer, and then we're gonna go check this one out. but if it's anything like the last one, oh, it's gonna be a good one. Ooh, several hiking trails. We might get miles in today. Ooh. Well, I've read some of the billboards, and now I guess I'm gonna head out and do a quick little hike. So here at Picture Canyon, they have 14 miles of hiking trails, which I don't have enough time to do today. But one of the billboards, it said something about a, I think they called it like Star Cave or something like that. A big chunk of the cliff wall broke off and fell, and then some crack continued and made some cave, and then after that the Native Americans found it and they had petroglyphs. Oh wow, check this out. But look at how that is just working away, and you know, it rubs. This one rubs. What? I mean, that's just the wildest thing to find on a hike. How cool is that? Okay, so blah blah blah. The Native Americans moved in. They etched petroglyphs onto the walls, and apparently that's out here. I don't know. It didn't say, the map didn't show anything about petroglyphs, but everything talking about this place says that it was named for its rock art. So I don't know, that's confusing to me. Bunch of idiots. Yeah, bunch of idiots were coming out here riding on the wall. But look at this. Holy cow. Yeah, this place has been overrun with vandalism. I don't know if I'm in the right track for actual petroglyphs or not. But people have wrote their names in quite a bit of this, and that sucks. Yeah, that really sucks. That's pretty annoying to me. I'm gonna make my way back to the car. I'm a little confused as to what time it is, so I thought that I was running out of time. Oh man, this is, so I could have done the whole hike. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, my phone says that it's 4 whatever, and my watch is saying it's 3 whatever, and I don't know if my phone is spazzing out or if I just crossed over to a new time zone or something. I don't know. So I'm gonna make my way back to the car. We'll see what the digital clock in the car says, and then I think we might head back to the other place that I just I don't know, kind of tired though. Done quite a bit of hiking today. Feels pretty good, but I'm a little tired, so we're gonna formulate a new game plan, and yeah, we'll go from there. We'll figure something new out. Well, I just got service. Well, I think I just lost it. I had service. Oh, I do have service now. Okie dokie. That's a lot of sitting around, a lot of doing nothing, blah, blah, blah. So I figured out the game plan. I'm gonna head back to Carrizo Canyon and I'm gonna set up camp there tonight. I enjoyed the area and all that. So we're gonna go back there, continue to enjoy it. And then I need to be up and out of there by like 6 or 7 in the morning. But it's gonna be like 20 degrees. So, yeah, can't get out of that one, that's for sure. Anyways, without further ado, back to the same camping site as last night. Well, we made it back to the same spot. I guess I'm just gonna park in the same camping site that I had before. I guess I'm gonna set up camp, get settled in for the night. I think I'm going to grill a steak for dinner, but that'll be in a while because I'm still stuffed from that sandwich that I had earlier. And yeah, we're gonna get ready. I need to probably put a couple more layers on because it's gonna get cold. The sun's about to go underneath the canyon. And yeah, I don't know. Exciting, I guess. I don't know. I guess we'll shut the car off. And we've got a few things that we can do, but it's definitely already getting chilly. My Coleman inflatable mattress, which is what I usually use, I think has a hole in it. I guess I'll go through the story of that real quick too. But last time I used that, which I guess was Christmas, when I woke up, I lost a significant amount of air, but not enough to where I was sitting on the ground, so I didn't think much of it. I assumed that because it was so cold, it didn't flex as quickly as it would have like in the summer when it's warmer, when the rubbers are warmer and flex easier. So I just assumed that it flexed overnight and it needed more air capacity, needed more air volume to fill the capacity of what it had stretched to. Okay, so then I come out this time, and by midnight I was almost touching the ground in there, and then I pumped it up probably around midnight, and then around probably 3 or 4 I had the same exact issue again. Tonight I'm going to use just my backpacking inflatable mattress, and I mean obviously it'll get me through the night, and I mean I might find that that's more comfortable because it takes up less room. I don't have room to spread out or whatever, but it takes up less room in there, so I don't have to move all the stuff that I have. Like right now I put a lot of stuff on the driver and the passenger seat for me to sleep in the back, and well, with the little inflatable I probably won't have to do that anymore, so that's kind of cool. But anyways, I guess we're gonna watch the sun go down, and then I'll start up the charcoal here in a little bit. Maybe I'll run around and try to find some firewood. I could probably run a fire. I bet you there's a ton of firewood down in that creek. I might do that. It looks like it's going to be another quiet night out here. There's nobody around. It's Saturday night. Peaceful campground. This would probably be a good one. Let your kids run around or whatever. Yeah, this is awesome. I don't know. I got no complaints about this. The fewer the merrier. Oh, jeez. What a night. What a day. In general, this has been awesome. So I hung out at the Petroglyphs. I've actually been over there 3 times today, checking those out. And I think that is just awesome. Yeah. I think they're so cool. And then we checked out the other park today, and I just wasn't too impressed with that. If I was in the mood for a hike, not so much the mood, but if I was in the mental state for a 14-mile hike, I probably would have done that. That's pretty much what I do for the dinosaur tracks in picket wire. So, like, obviously I'm not opposed to that hike, but yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I guess for this trip I found Carrizo Canyon to just, I don't know, it just fit the weekend better, I guess. And that's pretty cool. What's up, everybody? Good morning and welcome. Not everything turns out like I wanted it to. I forgot to film last night. I had a couple hunters show up at the campground and we hung out, drank a few beers around a campfire, and just talked a bunch of bullshit stories. So now the morning started and I guess I'll bring you guys along for the ride again. So I've stopped by a couple billboards at the corner of, I guess this is 160 and something else. The road north goes to La Junta, the road east goes to Springfield, and the road south goes to Kim. So right here is the beginning of the Carrizo Auto Tour. It's not really laid out all that well, but apparently you go something like that maybe. I don't know. A bunch of billboards showing 22 different species of shark, 15 species of bony fish, and 6 marine reptiles were found fossilized just south of here, or remnants of, I should say. Yeah, just some cool billboards to read up on while you're just cruising around. It would also be fun to maybe do the car tour at some point, but that's not the point of the video today. Today we're going to continue on another adventure, one that I've wanted to do for a while, and one that I want to familiarize myself with the area for an upcoming adventure. None shall escape your judgment, there's no way out, so dirty Babylon. Mama is Tough Gun Radio on Sirius XM. Come, we go chant down Babylon. So I always check out these stone buildings as I drive by, but this one in particular stood out because it had iron gates over the door. Oh, that's pretty cool. You give all sorts of information from 2019. Cool. So this is a 2-celled Branson jail. Was constructed in 1923 by stonemason Gene Peppard. Rarely occupied. Local historians suggest it was used more as a play area for town kids than as a way station for criminals. That is a funny story. Let's go check this out. Oh, cool. This is the first time I've been in jail. Oh, that looks comfy. Could you imagine taking a sleep in there? A good night's sleep? Huh, wonder if they'd let me camp out in here. And then this one, the guy got bored and he chiseled away at his smooth surface. I guess if you sit there and you just roll around just right, it's like you're getting a massage while you're in jail. That is really cool, and I'm glad I stopped. Huh. And so the adventure continues onto Capulin Volcano. State line, New Mexico. Woo! Right now I'm in Folsom, New Mexico, and I absolutely had to stop to check this place out. This is the old downtown. I'd like to see some dates on some of this, but I mean, this is just wild. $100% worth the stop, in my opinion. The Folsom Hotel. Cool. Oh, I'm so excited for this. This adventure has been a blast already. But if I can make it even better by doing something amazing. So I've been wanting to check this out for a while. And one of the reasons that I finally just chose to finally come out here is in a few months there's going to be a ladybug migration coming through here, and apparently a lot of these trees will be covered in ladybugs. I think that's pretty bizarre, and I'm excited to see what that's like. All right, we're here and we're in the park climbing the volcano. I really don't know what to do first. I wanted to do some hiking trails at the bottom, but now that I watched one of the videos in the visitor center, it was like 15 minutes long. Now that I've done that, I really just want to get to the top, check out the top, and then work my way down. I think that's what we're gonna do. I don't know. Okay, I think I finally decided we're gonna go around the loop, around the crater's rim, and then we're gonna dip down into the volcano, and we'll check that out last. There's a couple families going down there right now. We'll see if I'll be alone later. Oh, this is perfect. So as we quickly gain elevation, I guess I'll go over some of the history. President Woodrow Wilson, back in 1912 or 1916, proposed this be a national monument. The significance of it is that it is one of the most well-preserved volcanoes of its type. So the volcano itself is a part of the Raton-Clayton volcanic field. All these hills behind me are part of it. They're also volcanoes. That's pretty incredible. I didn't realize that that was the case. The significance of this one is just the shape is so well intact. Most of the others blew themselves out, and this one maintained its shape. It spewed the lava out from the lower section as opposed to exploding, and I guess that really changed everything. So I'm going to step back a little bit and I'll show you this. So if you see all that, it almost looks like water flooded there. Obviously that is the magma flooded there. The lava came out of the volcano, flooded 16 square miles, and that is literally part of it. One of the first things to find its life here is this stuff. I forget the name of it. I guess it's all just lichen, but the lichen and mosses were one of the first things to start growing here, you know, 16,000 years ago when this erupted, or after this erupted. And they started breaking down the soils. A couple ravens up here greeting me. Yeah, this has definitely been worth it. I'm glad I came out here and did this. Oh man, so you can actually see really far down in there. You get a really good glimpse. Yeah, I guess I didn't expect to see any freaking deer up here, but they said this place is now home to something like 70 some odd different bugs and stuff, and like 30 different mammals or something like that. So we got deer down here, oh, 2 down here, 1 over here, the buck's right here, there's a doe beyond him, and then there's 2 more, looks like a doe and a fawn this way, 3 more right down here if the other ones didn't move. Yeah, there's at least 10 in this area. That is nuts. I enjoy that. All of this is definitely making it into the video. A little more information about it. So Sierra Grande, this guy over here, he's only 600 feet, actually less than 600 feet elevation above us. The pressure ridge, which is what I was talking about, the lava flow that pushes out, that's only right here. And it actually covers all this and that, a little right there, all that. And then, you know, potentially where all those trees are. It's pretty wild. And we made it to the peak, right around 8,200 feet of elevation. Holy crap, the views. So this is actually a fun one that I'll add. So once you get to this area, you can start to see Black Mesa, Oklahoma. And I guess that's the next big landmark into the next towns along the Santa Fe Trail. So that's kind of cool. So you're looking for Capulin Volcano, and then when you get here you can see the Black Mesa, and then apparently that's when you realize the prairie is almost over, and it gives you more hope because apparently this is the endless prairie. Okay, that was really cool. Oh, you can see really well too right there. That's another cinder cone volcano, just like this one that we're on, Capulin Volcano. So that was really cool. So Folsom, which I found to be just really cool, old, obviously a time capsule of a town, but that place made history back in August 27th, 1908. There was a flash flood that came through that unfortunately did kill 17 people, but one of the local ranchers went out to check out the devastation and destruction, and he ended up coming across a large bone, and he was a naturalist and knew exactly what it was, and he made history for the town. I guess the bone ended up being some extinct bison, and they were able to find projectile tips, arrowheads, along with the bones, showing that they were clearly hunted, as opposed to just a natural death. So that's really interesting history, along with everything else that I've done so far. This has been wild. Very cool. I think I'm glad that I did this hike first. I think the other ones are not going to be anything near as strenuous, but they are longer of a hike. So we'll see how those play out. But before then, We need to make it to the bottom of the volcano. What a great adventure this has been so far. Really glad I kind of just spontaneously picked this place to come to, and whew, it was worth it, that's for sure. All right, we finished off the loop in just shy of 1 mile, which is pretty cool. And now we're gonna make our way down into the volcano. And that's it, the middle of the volcano. That is so wild. Holy crap. Surprisingly windy down here too, considering I'm inside of a coliseum, but very cool. Jeez, this has been so much fun. I actually did end up coming down the volcano, and I'm down here at I think it's called Boca Trail and Lava Flow Trail, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and hike those. I think this is a good point to close out the video. It's been a great adventure. I hope you guys aren't just sitting on your butt this weekend. I hope you got out there, hiked around a volcano, hunted some petroglyphs, and had an adventure of your own. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to like the video if you liked this video, and subscribe if you want to see some more of these adventures. And we'll see you next Tuesday, guys. Thanks.